I am the Real Bobby Munson, and we are here. It's Wrestlemania weekend. I am here with the roadie. We are watching Wrestlemania 34, and we are going to bring you reviews of the matches here tonight. We just watched the Andre the Giant Battle Royal. What were your thoughts?
It was a little underwhelming until the very end.
Yeah, I gotta say, I did enjoy the ending. It was a lot of fun.
The ending was pretty fun, actually.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk about the ending, or...?
You go ahead and talk about the ending.
Well, so basically it came down to three people, Ziggler, Matt Hardy, and Baron Corbin. Ziggler got eliminated.
There was Mojo as well.
Mojo,
yeah, Mojo. Yeah.
And Mojo.
Yeah.
Ziggler got eliminated, then Mojo got eliminated by Hardy. And then... Oh, I totally screwed that up.
It's all good. But yeah, you're right. It came down there. Was Mojo Rawley left in it. Ziggler was still in there near the end along with Kane. I believe he got eliminated by Kane.
Baron Corbin.
Baron Corbin, yeah, dumped Kane over top, leaving our final three with Matt Hardy. Then with Mojo Rawley and as well with Baron Corbin there. And then a big return.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden it came down to Mojo Rawley and Woken Matt Hardy. Then the lights go off. You see the trippy little Wyatt family video, and then out of nowhere you see Bray Wyatt standing in the middle of the ring, looking at was it Mojo Rawley?
That Mojo, yeah. He went for his sister Abigail's last kiss on Mojo Rawley there, and then tossed him into Woken Matt Hardy for the elimination.
It was kind of interesting though, because all of a sudden you see Woken Matt Hardy and Bray Wyatt working together as kind of like a tag unit, and that's something that we haven't seen in the past couple months, obviously, because we've had this whole Woken versus Wyatt feud that's basically, I thought, came to a conclusion. What was it, last month?
Yeah, just a few weeks ago on Raw there or whatever. Yeah. But yeah, no, it's interesting to think maybe they're going to plan to team up Bray Wyatt and Matt Hardy for a little while. Brother Nero comes back. You know that Vince is higher on him for a singles push anyway, so you could see the singles push there while keeping Matt and Bray Wyatt working in a tag team to kind of redevelop Bray Wyatt a little bit as well, too.
I think that's going to be a great trio. And then not only that, but you put Senor Benjamin in there, and then you put, King Maxwell and...
Wolfgang.
And then you got the lovely Hardy wife and Reby.
Of course.
I mean, the piano mistress.
And what a wonderful job done at the Ultimate Illusion with that piano playing as well too.
Yes.
But yes, it was an okay battle royal. Glad to see Matt Hardy get the win for sure.
The only thing I didn't like, even though it is the pre-show, but they cut to commercial halfway through the match, and it's kind of like, wait, what?
Yeah, especially when you're watching on the network. I mean, if the network subscribers should be able to get the whole match, in my opinion. And glad that I'm not the only one who thinks that way. So.
No, I'm with you on that one. I think that was a little bit of poor planning on their part. Even at the end, they didn't know what to do. They were cutting back and forth to the after-match celebration with Matt Hardy and to the panel. I was kind of like confused of what they were trying to do, and it was random cutaways. It wasn't even like planned, cut back and forth.
Possibly Kevin Dunn's teeth maybe hitting the buttons a little too much, something like that. Not too sure. But anyways, we're going to be back later after the next match to give you more reviews. Alright, so match number 2 has just wrapped up, the Cruiserweight Championship match. Cedric Alexander, Mustafa Ali, thoughts on this one?
This one was actually a pretty fun match. It was a lot of action, a lot of, cruiserweight stuff that's going on. Flips, dives, jumps. Once again, they screwed everything by putting a promo package right in the middle. Although they didn't do picture-in-picture, so you can still see the match going on.
Well, take picture-in-picture over going to a complete commercial break, that's for sure. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, good match. Definitely decent, warm up to WrestleMania, I guess, on the pre-show anyway.
You know what? They're doing actually a really good job of the whole getting people amped up. Like, listening to the crowd, they're fully into it already. I mean, they were going to be into it already regardless, but they're actually putting on a show, pre-show, with people in the crowd.
They are. And yeah, and it's good, too, because the Cruiserweight's getting an opportunity to be in front of that size of a crowd. Been a lot of changes on 205 Live, and hopefully this will maybe start drawing people in to be interested in the product again. Because there's a lot of talent on 205 Live, and I hate to see it go to waste.
Oh, there's tons of talent on 205 Live, and now that it's under the helms of solely Triple H, I mean, the show's going to take... I feel like it's going to take more of an NXT role where it's actually going to have a story. It's going to have reason to watch it. It's going to be a must-see show. Before, it just felt flat and I mean, Enzo is your cruiserweight champion. There's nothing that screams cruiserweight about Enzo except for his size.
Exactly.
So
yeah, and I mean, while he drew attention, the problem is that the guys that can really give you a cruiserweight match weren't drawing the attention because they weren't given the opportunity.
Exactly.
The focus was always on that one individual. Now it seems to be focused on the group as a whole. They've been taken off of Raw, getting their opportunity to do their own proper show, which is excellent. So yeah, good match. Enjoyed it. Your new cruiserweight champion is Cedric Alexander. So good way to start the night, and we'll be back shortly with the Women's Battle Royal. All right, so the Women's Battle Royal has just wrapped up, so that's it for matches on the pre-show, I believe. It was okay, I guess. It wasn't anything too special, but...
No, it was different.
Yeah. Naomi obviously winning, bit of a twist at the end there, thinking that she was out. Bayley thought she picked up the win. Naomi comes back, takes the win. I think I like that better than the...
Basically it happened the exact same way that I said it was going to happen, except I said it was going to be with Natalya.
Yeah.
But it ended up being with Naomi. So you know what? I like it. I like how it ended. They got us. They got us.
Yes, they did.
They did. They got us.
And I like the team up of the NXT women there for a while as well. Gave them an opportunity. Some surprise entrants there, I guess, in terms of Mae Young Classic winners who are chanting NXT like they're part of that roster, but we haven't really seen much of them with NXT just yet. So.
No, and they had the Spice Girls in there.
Yeah, pretty much every member of the Spice Girls, definitely, with the looks they had in there for sure.
So. That was pretty neat. But overall, it was an okay ending to, I think, the pre-show. I think it got the crowd going. It got me going. I'm ready for WrestleMania now.
Nothing here definitely stole the show enough that I think it's going to burn us out as we go into the main card anyway. So a good way to get things started. And now we're heading on to the big show. The show of the show is WrestleMania coming up. All right, so WrestleMania is well underway, and the Intercontinental Triple Threat match just took place. To start things off, The Miz defending against Finn Balor and Seth Rollins. What did you think of this one?
Wow.
Yeah, great match. High energy, great spots.
And a totally unforeseeable ending.
Yeah, certainly. But we're both saying The Miz. We have The Miz.
And then Seth Rollins ends up winning with one hell of a curb stomp.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool.
Definitely top 5 of his curb stomps.
Top 3.
Oh, for sure.
Put top 3.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. So definitely a strong match. Great way to start off the night for sure.
Very good.
I mean, if you're going to come out with a great match, do it right off the hop. Get everyone cheering. Everybody was well into this one. Great pops from the crowd for all 3.
One of the best parts about the entire thing was Mrs. Entrance.
I was just thinking that myself too. What an entrance!
He had a hologram of his logo going over top of the ramp, like the top of the ramp, and it was awesome. Like pyro, what?
Yeah, pyro's a thing of the past. If you can do things like that more often, in my opinion, so that was fantastic. And then they followed it up with Balor's kind of very lackluster entrance that he got. It was a little bit of a shame. I thought, WrestleMania, you could have had something bigger for sure. So.
You just had a group of people on stage going Balor, Balor, Balor.
Yeah.
I don't know.
A little lackluster from him, but Miz is awesome. Great match. Seth getting the win. So, great way to start WrestleMania. All right, so the SmackDown Women's Championship match just occurred. Charlotte Flair defending against the undefeated Empress of Tomorrow, Asuka. And, wow, I guess is a word to say.
I don't even know if wow is even the word to say.
Like we were saying before this thing started, this is in New Orleans, where the Undertaker streak came to an end. We were certain this is going to have Money in the Bank written all over it.
Well, we both figured that Asuka was going to win, and Asuka was going to be down, like they're going to both be completely beat, and then all of a sudden you hear Fabulous go off in the background, and then there's the Money in the Bank cash in, and we didn't get that.
Oh, we got a clean Charlotte Flair win over Asuka.
With the bridged figure 4.
Yeah, and no fight back from it. But things are getting underway again with more stuff, so we got to get going. We'll talk to you guys again soon. Right, so the Fatal 4-Way for the U.S. title is just wrapped up. Rusev, Randy Orton, Bobby Roode, Modern Day Maharaja, Jinder Mahal. We have a new U.S. champion, Modern Day Maharaja. What are your thoughts on this one?
Happy Maharaja Day!
That sign made up for everything. I love Rusev's spot to the outside.
Yes.
The flip to the outside was really good.
That was really good.
Yeah. But I mean, aside from that, there wasn't really a whole lot going on in this match.
No, this was like the early show bathroom break, I would say.
Yeah.
The crowd was definitely fully behind Rusev. And but overall, the match, it was a little slow. There's not too much going on. I mean, it's a bunch of guys that really don't have any direction at the moment.
Yeah, not much going on for them.
It was kind of like a thrown together match. I mean, yeah, sure, it had a long build, but it's like, well, we're not doing anything with these guys. Let's just kind of put them in the Fatal 4.
Yeah, least favorite match so far for me for the night, and might end up being one of my least favorites of the entire night in the end, personally.
I'm still in shock from the Asuka match, to be honest.
Yeah, kind of deflating getting this one right after that kind of thing. So, maybe not their fault. Maybe they should have gone on before. But either way, we'll see what they got going on next. All right, so mixed tag team match. It was the debut of Ronda Rousey teaming up with the returning Kurt Angle. Kind of, I guess it's bigger return than his one with the Shield.
Yep.
Taking on Triple H and Stephanie. Ronda and Kurt picking up the win in the end. What did you think of this particular match?
Holy shit.
I'm with you on that one. I did not expect it to be this good.
Well, going into the match, you said there was going to be like a bathroom break.
Well,
and I was like, yeah, probably, right? But man, couldn't have been more wrong.
Yeah.
It was phenomenal.
I mean, you had great people in Kurt Angle and Triple H. We know what they can do, what they're capable of. Stephanie is kind of a wild card. She'll surprise you every once in a while. Tonight, I would say, one of those surprises.
It was definitely a surprise.
But Ronda, I mean, wow. I mean, if you're going to come out and make a debut at WrestleMania, she was ready for it, more so than I would have expected leading into this thing.
Definitely.
Awesome.
You know what? She sold like she's been doing this for years.
Yeah.
The fact, like, when she went into the post, both times, you heard the smack, you heard the thud. Her face, she smacked it with her face. She pulled, I hate to say it because you don't like her, she pulled the Brock Lesnar.
Yes. Yeah.
She sold too well. Is that fair to say?
Fair enough.
Better than what she should be able to for having this.
And being in front of this large of a crowd so soon in her wrestling career as well, too. So.
Exactly. I mean, she's used to sellouts in UFC, but I mean, those are sellouts of 5,000, 10,000 arenas. This is like 60, 70,000 people.
Yeah, I think it was 70 that they were saying or something like that. So, I mean, that's huge for her. And it bodes well for her moving forward as a singles competitor in the women's division. So, great match. Let's see them try to top that because that was great. Okay, SmackDown Tag Title match just wrapped up. Triple threat. We had the Bludgeon Brothers, the New Day, and the Usos defending the tag titles. We have new tag champs in the Bludgeon Brothers. What do you think of the match?
Very underwhelming.
Yeah, thought so too. Actually, it was a job out, really. I mean, it was squash match more or less. Makes the Bludgeon Brothers look strong, but it really didn't do much for the tag division or for the run of the Usos.
Honestly, I think the entrances alone were longer than the actual match.
I think so too. Yeah. I think it's just because we got so much runtime and a lot more matches to get through, and obviously, by the looks of it, a Cena Undertaker encounter, as we saw earlier, Cena run into the back after being told by a referee something's up. So, guess we'll just have to wait and see what happens there. Maybe it'll be a lot more interesting than this tag match at least.
Let's hope. Yeah.
So we just had an impromptu match between Undertaker and John Cena, and yep, that's about it. Yep, it happened. Cena losing in epic time. Glad Undertaker got his last hurrah with a win, but
last hurrah.
I guess everyone's gonna expect him to come back now because last time wasn't a retirement now, and he's back, and what a waste. Total waste. A waste of The Undertaker, waste of John Cena. The entrances took longer than the damn match, so thumbs down to that one.
I think the impromptu match between him and Elias took longer than that.
Yeah, I think so too, yeah. I mean, I gotta go back and say the SmackDown Tag Team match wasn't nearly as bad now that I just saw this thing. We just had a tag team match. It was Shane McMahon teaming up with the returning Daniel Bryan to take on Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. Kevin and Sami needed to pick up the win in order to keep their jobs on SmackDown Live. That did not happen. So, take us through it. What did you think?
Yes!
I'm kind of surprised the way it went, but again, not disappointed.
You know what? No, I called them winning. I didn't think that they were going to take Daniel Bryan's victory away from him after returning. How it ended was kind of different.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was going to end that way. It ended with
the yes lock, I'm assuming. Yeah, the yes lock on Sami.
Yeah, it was just a quick tap. There was no dramatic build up to is he going to tap? Is he going to reach the ropes? It was just a yes lock and
But I think that's almost been the theme of the night is that, just unexpectedly matches ending.
Yeah.
Without a whole lot of build at the end kind of thing.
I totally agree. I mean, it's been a fun night. It's been different because now they're leaving us not with a bad taste in their mouth, but kind of like a...
You don't know where it's going to go. Yeah, it's always confusing. Right, so the Raw Women's title match just took place. Nia Jax versus Alexa Bliss. We have a new Raw Women's champion in Nia Jax. What are your thoughts on this one?
Actually, you know what? I like that match.
Yeah, me too.
It was pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't a 5-star, 4-star match or anything like that, but for what it was great. I loved it.
Yeah, it had some good spots in there. Definitely some interesting stuff. And the finish was nice.
The finish was great. Mickie James got thrown around like a rag doll.
Sure did.
That was actually pretty cool. The selling that Mickie James did there at the end when she got the Samoa drop on the outside and just laying like the chalk outline.
I was a little worried for Alexa there when she kind of landed on her leg funny and stuff like that. But, overall, good performance by the two of them. Made sense. Nia finally getting her title, so great to see. I loved it.
I loved it too.
Okay, so WWE Championship match has just concluded. AJ Styles defending against Shinsuke Nakamura, the 2018 Royal Rumble winner. Thoughts on the match?
Well, I said AJ was going to win. AJ won. I felt the match was underwhelming for an AJ and Shinsuke match, but at the same time, it was still over-exceeded my expectations.
It had good spots. It was well done. I enjoyed it.
Done.
It's not their Wrestle Kingdom match.
No.
Not even close. But still good at the same time. Glad we got it. Glad it was here.
Exactly. I think the big part of it, too, was this is WWE. You can't do the Japan style. So maybe that's what took a lot out of it. But for the most part, I mean, this is an excellent, phenomenal, no pun intended, match. And good contender for match of the night.
For sure. Yeah, it's up there for sure, definitely. Raw Tag Team Championship match just took place. The Bar versus Braun Strowman
and Nicholas.
I think you can tell by our reactions right now what we thought of this one. This is Braun just being Braun at this point.
Yeah, like, Braun's showing that he has charisma through the roof, but how about that Nicholas kid, man?
He got in there.
He got in there for 5 seconds.
Cesaro looked worried.
Yeah. And then he's slapping the fans after the match. Yeah. By the way, Braun and Nicholas won the championship titles, and this was great. I think he searched the crowd longer than the match went. But
it was fun. It did what it needed to do. I'm curious to see what it leads to. Like I was saying while it was going on, what if Braun was to choose a different member of the audience every time to be his tag team partner when he defends those titles moving forward. So I guess we'll see. Main event's coming up. We'll be back shortly with the review of that one. So there you have it. The night is concluded. The main event took place, Universal title match, and Brock Lesnar still the Universal Champion. What'd you think? Yeah, I thought so. I didn't like the match. I didn't like the outcome. I didn't really like much about it at all. I think for all the build-up they've done for Roman Reigns, this just makes him look like a chump being fed to Lesnar like this again.
The match was absolutely atrocious.
It should not have been going on last.
And it should not have been going on last. I'm a Brock Lesnar fan, so I'm smiling ear to ear right now. You are not a Brock Lesnar fan.
I was late 90s, early 2000s Lesnar fan. I'm not remotely a Lesnar fan anymore, so.
Overall, I think I'd give this entire show probably a good 7 out of 10. It was pure wrestling.
Yeah.
There was no commercials except for the pre-show, but there was no like backstage segments or anything. It was just straight, solid wrestling, and that was great.
It was a stat card that they got on with. Yeah. Nothing really stands out in a way that you're going to be like, look back on it and it's like, oh, that match in particular stood out for the night. But as a whole, we got the pure wrestling show we kind of always wanted. Nice card. I enjoyed the card that was put forth there. I mean, on average, the bulk of the show, most of the matches were pretty decent. A couple that were meh, but for the most part, I enjoyed it. Not quite as much as NXT TakeOver last night, but
TakeOver's amazing.
It's probably one of the better WrestleManias I've seen in a while.
Definitely one of the better ones, and you know what? We got treated to color.
Yes, we did. Yeah.
Yes, Reigns got busted open the hard way, kind of like how Randy Orton got busted open the hard way. And he, gosh, like it was pouring like a faucet down his hand when he rubbed his head like that. That was probably the coolest part of the match.
Yeah.
Other than that, there's nothing too spectacular. If you were to go, say you didn't watch it, you had the network, you can go back, I'd say stop at the AJ match, watch that one, and then just forget about the Raw title match, because that...
Well, you gotta still put in, Nicholas and Braun.
Yeah,
I mean, that goes without saying.
For the comedy aspect, yeah, you gotta throw that in there.
It was fun, nonetheless. Yeah. But anyways, it was a good enough show. Enjoyed it. Thank you for being on the show. First time that I've gone on camera.
Thank you.
So thank you for being my first official on-screen guest.
No, thank you, sir, for allowing me to come on here and get out of my house.
We will.